Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher, and today we are going to talk about DILR for that. And today's session is going to be arrangement 5. We have already covered 4 sessions of DILR arrangement, and this is the 5th session. So let's start. So basically, what does it says? So anyhow, the test series for 2026 is live, and this is definitely the closest exam structure. We have proven it over the period of a time, and this is the time to test yourself, and this is a very good time to start the preparation. Okay, so now I am going to just solve the first set, and let's see. There are 6 businessmen, there are 6 different nations, they are staying in different rooms in succession of same row. Okay, so basically we got 6 rooms. So room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5, and so on. Each of them owns a different number of cars and donated to different number of institutions. So basically, we are overall talking about 4 parameters, right? Which 4 parameters? One is going to be room number. Second is going to be what? The number of cars they own. They are going to have the countries they belong to and number of distributions where they have donated the money. So basically, this is the information that the question is talking about, and we have to arrange the complete data. Some values must be given, some values must be concluded. Okay, so now this is something that we have already created table. Now just read and understand the first one. So I have already made a table. There is rooms, cars, country, and donation. So whenever I have been telling this since the starting, that whenever you approach a set, always do one thing: read the questions first. So first question: in which of in which room is the Brazilian businessman? So it means 102, 3, 4, 5. It cannot be 101. It cannot be 106. This is what I know. The number of institutions in which Argentinian businessman has donated last year. That is going to be 8, 3, 18, and 24. Apart from that, I don't know anything. Which businessman is staying in room number 106? Argentina, Canada, Uruguay, Germany. Remaining 2 must not be live in room 106. Okay. Now the next one, which businessman has donated to 24 institutions? Again, these 4 values are given. And the next 2 questions, the businessman of which of the following countries? Now, this is a tricky question. And why I am saying it is a tricky question? Because it says, it is not saying which businessman owns the highest number of cars. It is saying which of the following. Means there might be someone else who is the owning more cars than the people who are in options. But we have to check only 4 values and get the answer. Now, how many cars are owned by the English businessmen? And the 4 questions that we need to work on. Now, so whenever you solve a data set, always read the questions first so that you get a gist of it, as well as you don't need to make a lot of cases. There are going to be a lot of cases that you can eliminate on solely on the basis of questions and options. Okay. The 6 businessmen, I know there are going to be different rooms, 101, 102. I'm just going to write down the room numbers. So I'm going to make the table according to room numbers. Now, because I am making table according to room numbers, I am just directly going to look at the information that is directly related to room numbers. This statement I have already used. So whichever statement I'm going to use, I'm just going to cross it out. Each of them owns a different number of cars and has donated different number of institutions. Okay, so I know all the values here in this row, in this column, and in this column must be distinct. Okay. The businessman in room 102. Now, this is a good point because it is directly relating me to room numbers. As many cars as owned by businessmen. Okay, twice as many cars as the businessman who has donated to 8 institutions. But who has donated to 8 institutions, I have no idea. So I'm just going to leave it like that right now. The businessman from Uruguay and the businessman in the room 106 together own 40 cars in total. Okay. So there are going to be 40 cars in total with the businessmen from Uruguay as well as room 106. It means I can conclude that in 106 I cannot have country as Uruguay. This is what I do. Okay. But still I'm just keeping it open. Now this is not talking about room numbers, so I'm just going to leave it for now. 4 times the number of cars owned by the businessman in 104 is lesser than the institutions he has donated to the last year. Okay. So 104, if cars are X, then donation should be greater than 4X. The donation made is more than 4 times of number of cars owned. Okay, so this is what I have already used. So not going to use it again. The businessman in room 103 owns 12 cars and donated to 8 institutions. Now, this is something I like it because it is giving me very clear information. 12 cars and 8 donations. Now, if I go back to statement number 3, it says the businessman in room 102 owns twice as many cars as the number of cars owned by the businessman who has donated to 8 institutions. Who donated to 8 institutions? That is room 103 guy. Now, this guy, 102 guy, must be having twice as many cars, so he must be owning 24 cars. Okay, so this is also same. Okay, now what else do we have? The businessman who owns 12 cars donated to 24 institutions. So anyone who owns 16 cars has donated to 64 donations. So wherever they are going to go, they are going to go together. Now, basically, this definitely cannot be in 102. This definitely cannot be in 103. This definitely cannot be in 104. Because if this is 16, this value should be greater than 64. So again, this arrangement is not possible. So it is going to be either 101, 105, 106. Okay. The businessman in room 105 owns 8 cars. Okay, so this is 8 cars and donated to 2 institutions less than donated by the businessman from Canada last year. Okay, so if Canada guy is donating C, then this guy is donating to C minus 2. Okay, so this is what we are having so far. So Canada, the total value is C. Okay. So this is again, I have used it completely. Now I am going to read the last statement. So if you face any issue, you don't understand any point I am making, just do ask. The Brazilian businessman who is staying 2 rooms ahead of businessman is staying ahead of 2 rooms ahead of Canadian businessman. Okay. So I am going to have go what? Canada. Then what do I am going to have? English. Ahead means, so basically you are going to room number 1. Room number 102 is ahead of room 101. Room 103 is ahead of room 101 as well as 102. So this is what it is talking about. Canada, then England, then Brazil. Okay. So I got cases. If this is Canada, this is going to be England, this is going to be Brazil. If second is Canada, then 4 is going to be England and 6 is going to be Brazil. And these 2 cases I am going to have. Okay. I am going to read question number 1 and it says, in which room Brazilian businessman is staying? So definitely this can't be 106. So I am directly going to eliminate that option itself. So my answer is definitely going to be 105. I already got my first answer. And this is going to be Brazil. This is going to be England. And this is going to be Canada. Okay. So this is what I have got so far. And I think I also got one more question. How many cars are owned by the English businessman? And I think English one is 12. So I already got the answer of question number 1 and question number 6 very quickly, very easily. Okay. And who owns the highest number of cars? Till now, if I need to make a wild guess, I am going to go with 102, but I don't arrange the country for it. Okay. So Uruguay is going to be something either this or this. Okay. Now, the businessman from Uruguay and room number 106 owns 40 cars in total. Okay. The businessman from Argentina owns 8 cars less than the this and but donated to 10 more this. Okay. So basically, England is this. He is donating, he is having 8 cars less and 10 more donations. So I am going to say that is going to be 4 and 14, 4 and 18. Does it satisfy this condition? Definitely. So this is going to be 4, this is going to be 18, and this guy should be from Argentina. We got this. Okay, now this can't be Uruguay, so this must be Uruguay. Now, and summation of cars with Uruguay and room 106 should be 40. So this should be 16 because this is 24. And if this is 16, this should be 24. I got this. And the last country that is left out is going to be Germany. And donation is C minus 2. So this should be C. Okay. And number of cars, I don't know. So what I am going to do now, I am instead of thinking so much, I am just going to look at the options and get the answer. Now, in what is the number of institutions in which Argentinian businessmen donated last year? And that is going to be Argentinian businessmen donated to 18, made 18 donations, and that is going to be option 3. Got the answer very quickly. Now the next one, the businessmen of which country is staying in 106? That is definitely going to be Germany. The businessman of which country donated to 24 institutions? So 24 institutions is Germany itself. So answer of that question is going to be option D. And the last one, highest number of cars is going to be the second country, that was Uruguay. So I got the answer of that question is option B. So this is how we can solve, option B. So this is how we can get the answer. So if you look, you are going to look at the answers, they are right. Whenever you solve a set, and if you haven't read all the questions before picking a paper and pen, then I would say this is not going to be a very good scenario because options help you solve everything very quickly. Now let me move to question number 2, set number 2. Now I got Adriana, Bandita, Chitra, and Daisy. There are 4 female students. Amit, Barun, Chetan, and Dev are 4 male students. Okay. Each of them studies in one of the 3 institutions, X, Y, and Z. Each student majors in one subject among marketing, operations, finance, and minors is also. So basically, I would say there are 8 students and 3 departments. So 8 students means 4 male, 4 females. And there are some other information that is given to us. And I am just going to just make the table and solve. Now it is going to talk about the first question. Again, I am going to do the same thing that I have said before, that read the questions before you start. So basically, who are the students from Institute Z? Okay. Which subject does Deb minor in? Okay. Which subject does Amit major in? Okay. Now question number, this shouldn't be 3, this should be 4. It says if Chitra majors in finance. Now why this question is important to me? In majors, I cannot find all the values because if I know that who is doing major in what, then the condition of if is not valid here. And the question is talking about if condition, it means something is missing in the actual data. So let's start. Okay. So I am going to talk about 4 people. So that is going to be Adriana. Then I am going to have Bandita. Hello, Abrajito. Then I got Chitra. Then I got Daisy. And these are female students. And then I got Amit. Then I got Barun. Then I got Chetan. Then I got Deb. And these 4 are male students, and that is what that is given to us. Okay. Now there are going to be a lot of things. Now it says it is talking about colleges, it is talking about majors, it is talking about minors. Okay, so if I'm talking about college X, it says there are three students. Okay, so there are three students, and from Y there are three students. So remaining Z are two students, right? And basically it is saying both are females, so I am going to get two, means two females and zero males. Again here I am going to get some females, some males, some females, some males. Both male students from Y, minor in finance. Okay, so Y has two male students and I would say one female students. So basically here again I am going to get two male and one female. So I got the arrangement of male and female everywhere. So X has two males, Y has two males, Z has zero males and two females, and X has one female, Y has one female. So because there are four males, four females. Okay. Only one male student majors in operation, while three female students minor in marketing. Okay. One female and two male major in finance. Okay. Now, Adriana and Deb are from the same students. So, male and female are from same students, means Adriana and Deb. So, Adriana is female, Deb is male, and both are belong to same college. It means both of them cannot belong to college Z, because in Z there are no males. So, it is going to be either X or Y. Okay. And Daisy and Amit belong to same student, same college. It means Daisy and Amit are going to be either X or Y. They are definitely not from same Z. Okay. So basically, from here, I can conclude that Adriana and Deb. So basically, Adriana or Deb, Adriana belongs to either X or Y. Deb also belongs to X or Y. Now I am talking about Daisy and Amit. Daisy belong to either X or Y. Amit also belongs to X or Y. Now, basically, how many females we got? Four females. Out of four, two females belong to X or Y. So, basically, remaining two females must be belonging to Z. So, that is B and C both belong to Z. I got my answer. That is going to be B and C. Bandita and Chitra. This is the first question that I got very quickly. Why? Because I've already read the questions. So this is what I can calculate, I can comprehend right now. Okay. Now I am going to again. Now I am going to start with the next statement. Barun is from Y. Now I like this statement. Barun is from Y, and majors in operation. Okay, so major is operation. And among all the students, there is going to be one male student majors in operations. Okay, and that is this. It means Amit, Chetan, and Deb definitely are not going to major in operation. They are going to be either marketing or finance. Okay, Chetan is from X. Chetan is from X and majors in finance. And majors in finance. So basically, one of the two guys should be majoring in finance. Okay. Now it says both the male students, I am coming to this statement again. Both the male students from Y minor in finance. So this guy must be minoring in finance. Okay. While the female students from Y majors in operation. Okay. I'll come to that. One female and two male students major in finance. Okay. So in finance, there are going to be three people, and these three people I don't. Now it says Daisy minors in operations. Daisy minors in operations. Now what I am going to do? Okay. Only one male students major in operations, while three female students minors in marketing. So minors in marketing means this is minor in marketing, this is minor in marketing, this is minor in marketing. Three female students are doing minor in marketing. Okay. And because Daisy have minor in operation. Okay. So this is what I got. Okay. Now, if it is minor in marketing, now major cannot be in marketing. Again, this is clear because minor and major has to be different. Okay. Now there should be some hint to figure out X and Y, or it is asking which subject does Amit major in. This is what it is asked, and which subject Deb minor in. Okay. So these two things I need to figure out. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to solve this one. Okay. So first statement I've used completely. Second one is both the male students from Y minors in finance. Okay. While the female student from Y majors in operation. Okay. So basically, this point, female student from Y majors in operation. Now, this is a very good point. And why so? Because Daisy minors in operation. So Daisy cannot major in operation. And this cannot be from Z. So basically, the lady from Y majors in operation. It means Adriana should be from here. And she should be from Y. And this is going to be operations. So this Daisy should be from X, and Adriana and Deb belong to same college. So this is going to be Y and this is going to be X. The arrangement of colleges is complete. Okay. Now both male students from Y, minor in finance. So this is definitely going to be finance. Now if this is finance, then this cannot be finance. This cannot be operations because there is only one male student in operations. So this should be marketing. Got this one. Okay. Now this guy can be from marketing or finance, whatever it is. Now anything else I am getting? Hmm. Only one male students major in operation, while three female students minor in marketing. Okay, so this is operations. This can't be operations. So this can be either marketing finance. This can be marketing or whatever it is. Okay. Adriana and Dave are from same studio. Okay. Varun is from Y, majors in operation. Chetan is from X, major in finance. Okay, so this is the complete information. Now I'm going to say that in which subject Dave minor in, that is going to be finance, that is going to be option C. Got the answer. Now, which subject that Amit major in? Now my job is to figure out that Amit majors in what. Okay, so it is going to be, so it is definitely not going to be operations. It is going to be what both male students. I think I am missing out on something. Uh, Only one of the students, male students, major in operation, three in marketing. Okay, one female students. Okay, so one female student and two male students major in finance. So basically, Amit must be majoring in finance only. Okay, so I missed that out. So that is going to be finance. So answer of this question is going to be finance. And if I am going to miss out one value, then okay. Now the last one. So two male guys who were in finance that I got, one female who is in finance, I don't know. So I'm going to read the question. Now it says if Chitra majors in finance. Okay. So if Chitra majors in finance, okay, so I would say Chitra majors in finance. Okay. Now if Chitra is majoring in finance, then Bandita cannot go for finance because there are only three students in finance, one female, two males. I got one female. Now, Bandita cannot be from marketing because her minor is marketing. She cannot be in finance because finance is already taken by Chitra. So the only possible value for Bandita is going to be operations. So answer of this question is going to be option 3. That is going to be operations. So was it a very difficult set? No, I would say I missed out one point. I didn't read it twice. So that was the mistake I made. So if you are going to see, these are the options you have. Bandita and Chitra that we got very quickly in 1 minute. Finance, operations. So if you are going to read the questions before you pick up paper and pen, I think it is going to help you a lot. And the race to 99 head start 2 has already started. Last week we have covered QA and LR, and this Saturday we are going to cover VA. And with this, let's conclude this session. Thank you.